Welcome back to Fairy Tail Anime Review, episode number 38. Yes, the 8th. Episode of the anime, the Winter Wizard. Adapted from chapters 496 to 498. Well, what happens in this episode? Well, the episode starts off with the ending of the battle between Gildarts and God Serena. Beats him pretty easily because he's a fake one. Yep, we see the start of the battle. We have Minerva taking on, I think it's not Bloodman, I think she's taking on the Wall. And Bloodman is basically his opponent is Rogue. And of course, they also have this adorable scene of Angel just jumping around and Minerva asking Unica, like, who's the girl? Who's she? And she says, it's a long story. It's basically her sister. Yep. And pretty much Fairy Tail is basically motivated to basically push onward thanks to freaking Gildarts. And he just smashes right through a lot of the troops pretty easily. And then you have Gray, Juvia, Natsu, Happy, and Lucy get pretty close, a little bit much further than everybody else. And then they're frozen by, well, the Winter General. Yeah, and of course, 3 of them are frozen. And of course, then we have Gray taking him on. And he's like, okay, he's like trying to use his ice creation magic on him. Doesn't work. And he's like, Gray's like, okay, how about this? I'll use my Demon Slayer magic on you. And the Winter General's like, sweet, oh no. And he actually makes him bleed from his mouth. He actually seriously hurts him with the demon magic. Though apparently it's also consuming his body with darkness. Okay. And he says, oh yeah, I got this, my father, Silver Filibuster. Yeah, but somehow Natsu, Lucy, Happy, and Natsu, what else is it? Natsu's able to melt the ice pretty easily, and even though he keeps getting frozen. And then, like, they're about to help out Gray and Juvia. Like, Juvia, of course, tries to take him. All of a sudden, yeah, Brandia shows up in giant-sized form, picks up Natsu and Lucy, and walks away with them. Their stuff is being settled on next week's episode. Oh, yeah. And Irina is informed about Urza. It's like, oh, I found Urza. Oh, yeah, and the guy who's basically in charge of the story is. Yeah. Irina's like, go kill her. Despite the fact, it's implied that he does know that he knows Urza's her daughter. But he's like, nah, I'm just going to do my own thing. As for Zerov, he's like, how long does it take? He says, don't need to rush things. I think as long as it needs to. I personally can't wait to see the anime version of Irina's interaction with Urza. This is going to be shocking, to say the least. Yep. Oh, yeah, there's also mention of Angalogi in this episode. Yeah, so probably still won't be able to beat him anyways. Yeah, Jacob shows up in the episode, and he can't fight Mira Jade because because her clothes were ripped. Blame that Irina. She's the one who did that to her. She looked perfectly fine when her clothes got torn. And as for the Desert King, you have Elfman and Lexana taking him on. Yep. Yeah, despite like last time he was seen, he got basically defeated by freaking Urza. Yep. I'm trying to think, there was anything else happening in this episode? Well, you have Romeo basically being, well, nervous until everybody's going forward. He's like the last one pushed forward. Oh yeah, it's also about how Minerva and Rogue got there, thanks to, I don't remember her name, one with purple hair. Yeah, apparently they just found her completely at random, and that's how they got to the field. Yeah, just by complete randomness. Yeah, I don't remember this character's name. She's popped up a few times in the course of the series. Has she ever done anything? No, not really. A lot of the Fairy Tail Guild members who are not really the big name members don't really do a lot of anything. I mean, the only members of Fairy Tail who do something of the whole entire franchise is Natsu, Lucy, Happy, Wendy, Carla. Pretty much a lot of like the names that pretty much matter. Basically, the big A-list characters, like for the Fairy Tail Guild. This purple hair girl, I do not remember her name. I know she basically, like after the Center Island arc, where the guys from another guild basically kept hitting on her, and of course they came back. This was of course after And that was when and in the anime, that was when the whole Tenor Island group came back and beat the living crap out of them and renegotiated their lease on the Fairy Tale Guild Hall. Yeah, this woman, I think she's a scribe for the guild. I'm not really sure. I don't remember this character's name. Yeah, I think her name is Janice. I think it is. Yeah, this character's not worthy for doing nothing. Yeah, that's the way it is with a lot of Fairy Tale Guild members. They, like, with the exception of the big name members, they don't do anything. Also, surprisingly, this episode, though I don't remember, I don't think he wasn't there in the manga. Ganjo's absent from this episode. Levy, don't know where she ended up. Well, in Panther, basically, a lot of the characters are basically seen in this episode. Makarov's in this episode, briefly. He says nothing. He does some fighting. That's it. Yep. Trying to think, there was anything else? Not really. I'm just really looking forward to next week. And I've heard some really weird things are going to happen next week when involving Brandish, Lucy, Demoria, Natsu, and yeah, those four people, along with the guy who's charged the stories. There's a weird stuff going to be happening next week, and I'm looking forward to it. Okay? So that's it for this particular review. I have one more review coming, which I'm going to read the new chapter of this manga for 7 Deadly Sins. I'll read that and then I'll do my video, okay? But see you in the next video. Bye.